What's up, everybody? This is Merc the Mike, and this is another The MorphinCast by Red Cyclone Inc. I am Merc the Mike, and I'm joined by Tenacious T slash Tatsukuwab, the man with many names.
I am always here, and at least you know how to say my name. You know how many people yesterday? I was actually at a Sweet 16 yesterday, and everybody's like "Tot Squad." Like nobody can actually say my name. So I'm happy that you can actually enunciate it properly.
I heard it enough.
Yeah, no, I feel you. But shouts out to Sriracha from the Pop 20 podcast. Like I podcast with him all the time, and that's one of my best friends, and he still can't say my name. But
um,
I enjoy having multiple names, so
yeah,
aliases everywhere I go.
there you go. We are back with the MorphinCast, and finally, it is here. Our review of Juken Sentai, Gekiranger.
It never took me so long to watch
Yeah.
one show
We
ever
had a
in my
lot of
life.
issues. We had a lot of issues from we had it on YouTube and then having to find it and having to download it and then time constraints. Luckily, we did have things to fill the void of the in between because we had the 30th anniversary special that we did last month, which is up. If you haven't listened, listen. We also did the Power Rangers slash Ninja Turtles Volume 1, which is Volume 2 is finished. So now we can actually do that as well. So,
Yeah, I'm excited for that.
um, so we're back.
And you said it was really good, so
Oh, yeah, it got really good, and you know for a fact there's gonna be a part three, just the way how it leads. So
all
it's
right.
good stuff. So,
Well, look out for that because we will be doing a cast on that
yes.
very shortly.
Oh God, yeah. The Ninja Turtles right now are like a bunch of whores. They just go with everybody.
Everywhere, just hoeing
yo,
around.
they're with everybody. They were Street Fighter, Stranger Things, freaking Cobra Kai, Power Rangers, Ghostbusters, like you name it, they probably have a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle version or a team up with them. So
Street
stay tuned for
Sharks,
them. I wouldn't be,
Animaniacs,
I wouldn't
everybody.
pass it. I wouldn't pass it anymore, especially if IDW has the rights to the comic. I would not pass it. So, oh, Usagi's the current one, and then Street Fighter comes out the next week, in a couple weeks.
Well, the cover, I saw the cover of the
Okay,
Ninja Turtles
yeah,
Street Fighter crossover, and it looks amazing.
that looks cool. But that's Asho Shock. This is the Morphin Cast. So we're back. Again, we're not that far apart. We did the 30th anniversary special, so we kind of talked about the Lightning Collection at that moment as well. There was a lot of news, a lot of new releases, and everything like that. So I haven't got anything new yet, but little by little, they're gonna start coming. I know the Alien Rangers are about to come next month.
I'm just happy that they said for certain items that they're gonna bring the see-through window back of the box.
Yes.
So I mean, maybe I'll start collecting again. But once they started doing that, like I definitely fell behind in the trenches, and I have a long ways to go. But Target, for some reason, all the figures they're like $25 now.
Yeah,
You
they
know what I
always
mean?
been.
It's like
They raised the price last
bro, they
year.
were $19 in the beginning.
Yeah, they raised the price to 25. Maybe like about 8 months ago.
Yeah, well, it shows you because I haven't been buying. So
Yeah, I just wait. I've been like putting them all on my Amazon cart and then waiting for that good sale, and then I'll pick a couple of them up and I'll catch them for like $10. Like I caught the Time Force Blue Ranger. Excuse me, the Time Force Blue Ranger and all the Street Fighter Rangers. I caught them all on sale.
that's dope. I still got to catch up on the Street Fighter one. I think I got the first three
Yeah,
that came
and look,
out. But they're
Power
not
Ranger.
going
Yeah.
anywhere, man. There's warehouses full of this shit. So
Yeah, GameStop is gonna start clearancing them because they're cool looking, but they're not selling like crazy.
yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah,
A lot of people aren't engulfed in Power Rangers like we are. So
yeah. But Juken Sentai Geki Ranger, we could start going into that. This is our Sentai equivalent of Jungle Fury, which we did our review 2 months ago. So definitely check that cast out. Oh, 3 months ago. So take that cast out. It's up on the archives of the Power Ranger, of the Morphin Cast. So definitely check that out. So this is the equivalent of it. This is number 30 of the Sentais. This is 49
All right.
episodes. It had 3 movies, one special. So I watched one of the movies. There's two other movies I didn't get to watch.
How was it?
It was good. It was I would say it was just an extra large episode. Just a
I've
lot
never actually
more.
watched one of the movies, and I know they always have a movie
Yeah.
afterwards, or multiple movies for that.
It's the same. Well, I one thing I liked about the movie, it was just a bit more cleaner. Like the visuals were a bit more cleaner, and it was just more straight to the story. A lot of fight scenes, a lot of like action scenes and things like that. So it was really cool with that. I watched the Bokir Ranger and Geki Ranger team up. The other one is the RPM one and Jungle Fury, and then the other one is a 10 years later movie, I think.
Okay.
So that's how they do it sometimes. No, they have a team up with Kamen Rider. My fault.
Kamen Riders everywhere. That's one. And I've said it numerous times. Kamen Rider is one thing that I haven't ever dove down into.
Yeah.
So maybe
So
one of these days in the future.
one day, one day. So Geku Sentai, Geku Ranger, again number 31 of Super Sentai franchise, came out September 29th, 2006. Um, and then also had like 3 feature movies and everything like that. Again, this was the Wild Jungle Fury version of it.
It's
In
crazy to think
English,
that we're still in the mid 2000s.
yeah, right. Um, so I'll give you a little synopsis of everything, and then we go from there. 4,000 years ago in China, a form of Kempo martial arts was developed by 10 humans and would become known as the Beast Fist styles. Beast Fist is a martial art in which one mimics the abilities of animals as well as means to reaching spiritual peace. However, distance grew among its creators, and three believed that they should use the suffering and hatred harness within the human to increase their power. Uses the power to assume their monstrous forms, the three-fisted demons. The other 7 believe that the strength should come from within and force like that. So pretty much it's just
The typical thousands and thousands of years ago.
yeah,
Yeah, man, literally every single season of every single show, it was thousands and thousands of years ago. And somehow, some way, they're all entwined together. It only tells me that back in the day sucked. You know
people
what I
got
mean?
tired of
Like,
shit.
yeah, it's just like left and right. Somebody's trying to dominate something and destroy something and kill people off, and they all get banished somehow, some way, and then resurrect later in the future, and then it takes some mere mortals to beat them. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Which shows to me that they suck to begin with.
This was also one that there was like family ties within the Rangers as well.
Yeah,
So like the father of the red was lined up being one of the monsters. The mother of the blue and purple is their their mentor.
yeah,
Yellow didn't. Yellow wasn't family, but
yeah. There wasn't really too much on going on with the Yellow Ranger.
Yellow Ranger was just there. I don't think she had much of a full story as the other, like, comparing to other Sentais. Like they had more of a robust story. She just was there and like I'm here for support.
And then they had like that typical episode with her with like she has get married off like an
Yeah,
arrangement and
yeah,
stuff like that,
yeah. We had
and
that
they
with
just
May, I
kept
think.
flashing her legs and stuff, which it was very nice, I must say.
I think we had that with May and O Ranger.
I think it was like 2 or 3
Three,
seasons
yeah,
kind of like that,
yeah. So
because I know in Jetman there was something like that.
yes, it was the ending, and then he saw the
Yeah,
Black Ranger die. Just let
yeah.
him die. He was on the
Well,
bench just dying, and they're
he was
like
gonna
all
die of lung
happy and.
cancer anyway. He was gonna die of lung cancer anyway.
So again, like the counterparts, they did use the Jungle Fury suits. We were very high on these on the Power Ranger review. I'm still very high on the costumes. I actually like
Oh,
the
a
White
thousand
Ranger more
percent.
in this one.
Oh, well, you actually got to see the White Ranger a lot more. I'm pretty sure, if I recall correctly, the White Ranger was only in a couple of series of episodes.
He was there. He just wasn't that important.
Yeah. I mean, this one. when it came to the suits and everything, we like yes, we praise it highly, and I will definitely go out on a limb and say that this is probably my favorite suit besides like the Mighty Morphin suits and stuff like that. Like even with the villain suits and stuff like
The
that, it's just
monsters are
all
dope.
together collectively was
Yeah.
just like beautifully done.
Yeah.
You know,
So yeah, we're a big fan of the suits, and that's something that we like. We usually go into what we think of the suits, and this is something that's going to continue. The suits are badass, and probably one of my favorites. And Lightning Collection. That these are the characters I want. Fuck
it's a lot
Turbo.
of color for them though. You know what I mean? It might be tough for them
Fuck
to print it
Turbo.
out.
Fuck Turbo. I'll take Jungle Fury over Turbo.
I'll take Jungle Fury over a lot.
Yeah, because then we get Daichi. I want Daichi. I want him as well, and the chameleon
He
chick.
has the best helmet
Yeah,
ever. Like out of all Power Rangers and Super Sentai, he has the best suit ever. It's just like it's
it's
beyond
badass.
beautiful. Like I want it, and I want to wear it. I will sleep in it.
Yes, go to work,
It
power
might be
washing it,
uncomfortable, but
sweat
hell
your
yeah.
ass off.
But I look cool as fuck doing it.
Exactly. It's like I look cool as fuck, right? Yeah. So what? I
Just
lost
say
20
yes.
pounds inside this damn thing.
My cheeks
Um.
were fat before I started.
Yeah. So let's introduce you to the Rangers. We have John, which is the Red Ranger. We have Van, which is Yellow Ranger. We have Esu, which is Blue. Go, Gao, it was Violet, and Ken was Chopper.
Chopper.
Geki Chopper.
Chopper.
And then along the lines, we did have the villains, but for the most part, but then they also became heroes. We have Rio and we have Mealy,
Melee.
which is the Chameleon Fist and the Lion, the
Yeah.
Black Lion.
I mean they were good. They turned good at the end, but I agreed with the yellow and the blue ranger. Like we shouldn't just start trusting them so easily.
I
You know
know
what I
they're
mean?
like,
Like
see, that's one thing I actually liked about this. Like they had a voice of reason. Like, nah, we should
yeah,
not
they
trust them,
actually had some
motherfuckers.
logic with this shit. You know what I mean? They just been trying to kill us
Yeah,
for 46 episodes.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Like I don't think we should just turn around and just be like, hey, we're family together. You know what I
yeah,
mean? But
yeah. Jungle
what you
Fury,
what you what you
Jungle Fury.
what you think of our Rangers though?
With Jungle Fury, they gave Daishi a second chance and just had him with the younglings. That shit gave me a
Yeah,
whole like Star Wars vibe right there. He's gonna kill these
yeah. Well,
kids.
because he's gonna murder them all.
But the Rangers themselves, I had issues with the Red Ranger. He was a little too
I,
goofy at times. He made me
I
laugh
couldn't
at times
stand him.
though. I will say this: there was times that he caught me off guard and I laughed my ass off because he does some stupid shit. But I think I enjoyed his character once his dad died. So like in 44, with the tiger, the half tiger spirit that was fighting, he had a fight and stuff. I
Yeah,
started liking his maturity in that series, and then going in there, he kind of got more serious. Not too serious because he's still a cornball, but he got more serious in towards the ending of the series.
my problem is with him. Well, a couple of things, but this is like a continuous thing that happens with Sentai.
Yeah.
Like the overacting, the yelling and the squeak, like it's just annoying to me. You know what I mean? Like I don't find that appealing, and I can see why like it wouldn't work over here like that.
Yeah.
Like you have to have different people. It's like nails on a chalkboard to me. It's overacting. You can tell
Yeah.
that he's not a real trained actor and like a
Yeah.
prestigious actor over in Japan. But like I hate the story of growing up in the fucking jungle by yourself because that's like happened so many times already. Um, and then how fast he grew accustomed to just being around everything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it bugged the hell out of me. What I did like was especially what you were just talking about that episode when he's going up against his father.
Yeah.
He got his ass whooped,
Yeah.
and I watched that, and he's like I can't kill my father,
You know. You
and then
know.
he
I'm like, go ahead, keep continuing. Like, all right.
yeah he's like I can't kill my father, and he just beat the shit out of him. You know what I mean? Like he just hit him a million times in the face and his like, yes, I wanted to do that the entire time.
Like, you know
Like
my
he
thing.
he, he was he was horrible. I don't like him at all.
Yeah,
I
you
really
know
don't.
my thing with the broken helmets. Once you
Well,
give me a
yeah,
broken helmet, I love it.
well, because it gives you the inside that is actually them
Yeah.
inside of it. You know what I mean?
I also there was one scene I liked too was with the lion, and when he went to their side, you saw the clear mask and kind of saw his face inside the helmet. That was actually pretty cool.
Yeah, no, I agree. But the well, yeah, I mean, overall, Red, we've had that character a million.
Yeah, we had it in what was it, Wild Force, and
Yeah,
in freaking what's Lost Galaxy? I've got the name, Ginga Ranger or something like that. But yeah, like the Rangers themselves, like the personalities, I actually like some of the stories with like the brothers of the Geki Blue and Geki Violet. I liked the mother relationship with them. I actually liked the mother a lot. I actually thought she was a cool character. I liked it, the god beast and shit like that. I found them funny, especially the elephant. The elephant also was another character that just made me laugh because he did some stupid shit. Um, but overall, like the personalities of the Rangers, I felt like they're very vanilla for the most part. There weren't that's there weren't those key characters that really got you into it besides the lion. I think the lion and the chameleon were the best two characters. Like honestly, they held this story throughout the whole series. Because if not, I think I think it would have been harder to watch without them.
I think they were phenomenal.
Yeah,
They were hands down my favorite in the entire series. Um, I wish I had a girl like that. You know what I mean? Like to just love me unconditionally, no matter what.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Like she was the goat. Like she's top tier in my book
yeah,
when it comes to the women of Sentai and the
yeah,
women of Power Rangers in general. I'm like she definitely did phenomenal. I love the look
yeah,
of the Black Ranger. You know what I mean? Daishi, which will label him in our American
yeah. It's
terms.
easy. Well, Rio, Rio's the easy name to say.
Yeah,
Rio
Rio.
and Melee.
But he was phenomenal. He was fucking the man. He was just bent on just trying to get as much power and energy as possible, and it was just I don't know. Like I said, his overall look and demeanor, his long hair, his like
Yeah,
monotone face that showed no emotion. You know what I mean? Like it was just dope. I really liked it.
yeah,
The Blue Ranger, besides him getting drunk, like I didn't really see the appeal of him.
yeah,
The Yellow Ranger was just there. I
yeah,
do like the fact that it was like just three of them,
yeah.
and then the Violet Ranger. I actually like the fact that they used violet instead of it being purple.
Yeah, I like this story. I like his story. But like if you're gonna compare it to like Jungle Fury, I think the Rangers and Jungle Fury are. I have a point for that one.
Yeah,
It's
I
because I like the RJ as their mentor. I liked it. The only one I liked, I'll say more than in this one of the main Rangers was the White Ranger. I liked him more in the Sentai than I liked in the American one.
well, I don't even remember him in Jungle Fury.
That's why. There you go.
Exactly. You know what I mean?
I know
Like,
him more in
but
Daredevil than I know him in this.
I don't understand the obsession with Sentai and wolves. Like everybody turns into a fucking wolf.
It's the core of animals that you choose.
Well, this was a very animal oriented season.
Yeah,
So, I mean, to be a wolf compared to an elk running on a fucking treadmill. You know
exactly.
what I
There
mean?
you
Like,
go.
which,
But yeah, go ahead.
I have to say about them, I mean, that's a whole segment in itself. It's just like the logic between, having these animal forces, right? Which actually are people and they choose to be animals because that's their spirit.
Yeah.
It's like they're just walking around the cities and nobody like questions this.
Nope.
And it's like it's just super weird to me. You know what I mean?
And
It's like in Ninja Turtles when they can't acknowledge that
yeah,
aliens are real.
it,
You know what I mean?
people in Japan just mind your business. Keep
They're
walking.
just
Just mind your
keep your
business.
head down and shishi.
Just mind your business. The elephant that made me laugh. I think those are the masters. They also gave him extra powers and also gave him the abilities in the sense in the American one we got the legendary rangers which was the bat, the shark and the elephant. This one we got a bunch of them. We got the gorilla which he had wore glasses and all. You had the
Yeah, he
penguin,
was
you had the gazelle.
sophisticated.
He's a sophisticated monkey, sophisticated gorilla. You got the bat, you
He
got
was,
the elephant, and you got the carcal. Carcal? The fuck was carcal?
yeah, well, the what
Oh
is it?
yeah, that was the
Animal?
master. Yeah, yeah, he was the cat looking dude.
Yeah, the cat. Cat was weird a little bit. He gave off Yoda vibes,
Yeah, he was
like
lazy too.
Yoda on the back of Luke, like
Yeah,
whispering in his ear. You know what I mean?
exactly.
Like,
That made me laugh. Um, but yeah, I liked some of them. They were pretty funny. Again, like the shark and the elephant always got into trouble, and they was always getting drunk and shit. They were making me laugh most of a lot of the episodes they were in. I did like the training of the new weapons, but again, these are going to like I felt like there was a lot of one-off episodes that just didn't connect, that kind of lost interest with me, and then again, like always in Sentai, it's the last like maybe usually sometimes it's the last like 20 episodes, but this one was the last like 8 episodes that just like oh shit, a lot of shit's happening, but the rest was like
no,
kind of like
I
back and
think from the
forth.
late 30s,
Yeah,
and I think there was maybe like two filler episodes that actually stupid Christmas episode,
yeah.
which
Eh,
in reality has an American kid who can't even understand Japanese.
yeah.
My headphones went out again.
Yeah, but yeah, and in Japan they do celebrate Christmas. They like for KFC for Christmas too. You gotta fix your
KFC for
head,
Christmas.
huh?
You said KFC for
Yeah,
Christmas.
it's a big tradition in Japan. They love KFC for, and their KFC is way better than over here.
I believe it. They don't got preservatives and everything.
Yeah, but they do. There's a tradition they get KFC for Christmas. It's like a big thing for the holidays.
I mean, is Santa Claus Japanese over there?
Yeah, they
Yeah.
kind of go. They got a lot of Western things they kind of go with. So like Christmas is one of them.
I I was thinking that while watching it. I was just like, yeah, and it's messed up to say, but we went over there and blew the fucking place up. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? And you would think that would have despised America, but they actually like they take a lot of the stuff from us and like make it their own. You know
they
what I
like a
mean?
lot
Like
of
they
the
buy
hobbies, pastimes.
they like our pants and stuff. They collect like American jeans and stuff. It's
Hmm.
weird. But then again, we use them for video games and cameras.
Their baseball is good too,
Yeah, well, it's good, but it's not Major League Baseball because that's why they always come over here.
and that's why they win the World Cup over there.
Uh, I mean, do they play soccer?
They play soccer. They won a World
Pretty
Cup.
sure the planet plays soccer.
Yeah,
So
Japan plays soccer. I think they won the World Cup like maybe like less, maybe like 12 years ago.
okay,
They play
which
basketball,
is
but they're not that
wild to me. I think they would just be better as synchronized swimmers and shit. You know
good.
what I mean?
They do a
But
lot.
then again, they're short, so they don't got that reach.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, we go Rio, Millie. Those are two of the handmade. They were the best characters. Honestly, in Jungle Fury, they were a big part of the show, but I'll give them the edge. I'll give Sentai the edge with those two
Oh,
characters.
1000%. They were the mantle of the entire show.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? That and then this villainous character that comes in that really shocked me.
I liked
You
him.
know what I mean? Like we got our Rangers. We said how we feel about our Rangers. I
Yeah,
don't like the Red Ranger at all. I'll take the Red Ranger from Jungle Fury any day of the week. Um I think the Rangers in Jungle Fury are better, but I think Rio and Melee like take that. Even though Daishi and the other girl were good,
yeah,
and they definitely had similar characteristics and stuff like that, but like these two were just Bonnie and Clyde.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, but when then they're fighting these villains, and Rio is basically trying to like grip all the powers that he possibly can to be the most optimal being out there. And there's like this one guy that just keeps popping up randomly out of the blue, and he's like the little devil on the shoulder. You
Yeah.
know, he's like that little push that you need to get it done. I forget his name.
Long.
Long?
You're talking about the
Oh,
dragon dude, right?
yeah, that wasn't long at all.
His name is Long. Yeah. One of the things that like it was like one of the things first things he says to Mealy was, "Isn't that interesting, Miss Predatory Beast Hall? I'm no one suspicious. My name for now. How about Long?" That's how he
Yeah.
introduced himself.
Which later, you find out he's really like the puppet master.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's the man behind the curtain pulling all the strings, and I did not see that coming at all. I thought he was just like doing something for his own little benefit so he can like you know what I mean? But in all reality, he was the one. He was the master boss,
Yeah.
which was phenomenal writing and
Yeah. That was
acting.
really
And
good.
he was super cool, and that was like wasn't even his form. You know what I mean? He just chose to look that way.
Yeah.
He's like the devil. He really is a perfect representation of the devil,
Yeah.
which I thought was phenomenal and kicked it up a notch to me.
Yeah.
You know what I
I
mean?
I I
Like,
thought he was, and I actually thought his monster suit was pretty dope too.
yeah, I mean that's like classic mythology right there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you can't go wrong with multiple headed dragon.
Yeah. And then you had Sanyo, which was the other one that he got, and then that was the one that he was helping him, gain all the power too. And that was the other one that was like he was immortal and he was able to copy his immortality. And then he kept saying he was immortal. Then he got finally defeated.
Yeah, because anybody who thinks they're immortal is not.
Yeah,
They obviously have not paid attention to their history because
yeah,
everybody who's ever tried to do this thinks they're immortal. And we proved them utterly wrong.
yeah. They had some really cool characters though. I think a lot of the monsters looked really dope, and I thought they kind of had like a cool style to them. I did like
I
the.
don't think they were cheesy at all, you know?
Nah, they were cool looking.
Exactly.
I'm trying to find the name of this dude's father.
Dan.
Dan.
Yep, it's Dan. I
Okay.
can't forget it because it kept reminding me of Z, of what you call it, Zoo Ranger.
Yeah, yeah.
Don, Don.
Yeah, he was the the half white tiger, and then he had some other shit with him. He looked pretty fucking dope. He was in the American version, but he still pretty damn dope with the American version. But
Oh yeah, he definitely is.
I liked his story, and I actually thought like that was one of my favorite. Like that was one episode that really kept me embraced with it. It was the episode 44 when he had to fight his son, and they beat the crap out of him. The helmet broke and all that shit. But he was a
Yeah,
cool
no,
looking
it
character
was.
too.
You know, it showed and it showed behind the scenes of like him being evil. It's like he's just standing there in like this waterfall trying to fight back. So he's like, "Yo, my dad's not in there," but in reality, his father still was. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? And then he had to kill him, and then he like freed him from the form. You know what I mean? Which was an ongoing thing that constantly happened with these mentors and stuff
yeah,
like that. They actually realized as they went, they're like, oh shit, we don't die. We do continue on. You know what I mean? Like
yeah,
they got when the what was it? The shark got killed.
yeah,
Um, and then they saw him in human form.
yeah.
I'm sitting there watching that episode. I'm like, so he chooses to be a shark.
Yes,
You know what I mean? Like, why would you want to walk around looking like a shark?
he could swim.
Maybe he liked,
It's free
what you call it? What's the shark cartoon from the
Oh,
90s?
the shark. Sea
Street
sharks.
Sharks. Maybe
Yeah.
he saw that season and that show way too many times. How is that Lagunita, by the way?
It's pretty good. It has a sweet taste to it. I thought it would be sweeter, but it still has that IPA taste.
So it has the hoppiness
Yes, a little
with a little
citrus.
tropicalness.
Yeah, I thought it would
I
be
might have to
sweeter.
get I might have to get myself some Stone Colds. I don't
Yeah.
know. Just to one up you.
um,
Oh man.
so
But
we go.
overall, like season wise and episode wise, like I don't understand I mean I do. We've watched enough. We've watched 30 seasons of wait, no, we didn't watch 30 seasons, right? But
No, we
at this
watched.
moment in time there's 30.
We watched 16 or 17.
Okay, cuz yeah, this was the 30th season, so it started in 76.
Yeah.
So, all right, so this is the 30th season, so
We
we've
started at
seen
14.
17. Okay.
No, 15.
So like
15 was
the
Jetman.
the format, and I said this to you like beforehand, like I could totally like live without like half of the stuff that goes on. But I get that you need that character build. You need to learn who the Rangers are and learn the build up of all the villains. But I tell you, I could literally fast forward to see to the episode 30 and
Yeah.
get everything that I need. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't recommend that because that's not what we do.
Yeah.
We'd like to give a fair review
Yeah.
and a fair shake on things. So it's like yes, we this was as much as this was a good season, this was a challenging one just to get it done because there
Yeah.
was like too many obstacles to do it.
Yeah. We had a
You know
lot of
what I mean?
issues
And like
getting to watch it. That was
yeah, it's like
the big part of it. It was like getting to
we get
watch it.
spoiled from YouTube and
Yeah.
you know what I mean, being regularly available to watch the American versions on any platform almost basically.
But yeah.
You know what I mean? That actually tracked this one down. It was just like I for days I had to download stuff and like it would come in pixelated and all messed up and then the last breakdown, the last stretch to the point that we're about to cast, it's like all of a sudden the site goes down. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's
But now
like,
we found a good one.
yeah, well, but we don't need that anymore.
Well, just in case, because who knows? Sometimes YouTube drops their shit like the other one did.
Yeah, no,
So
and it's funny because it's streamed through YouTube.
yeah, but it's
I don't
probably
understand
like a
why you just
private.
don't pop it on.
It's probably because it's a private YouTube. Like you had to link to the site in order to go to that
This
YouTube channel.
this must have been somebody's favorite season that they wanted to keep it to themselves.
Yeah, probably because I found this. I 100% found this on YouTube, and I sent you the link, and then all of a sudden the link was gone. I was like, God damn it.
Yeah, I wasn't lying to you when I
Yeah.
told you it wasn't working.
Yeah, and then when it went on, the site is back on now, the one that we've been using. But
Yeah, and the guy's
I
like, please come back,
yeah, because I paid
please.
for Patreon. I paid $10 a month to be able to download as much as I want. So he stopped. So I actually might look into this one because it's a lot cheaper, and I could just do like one if we need a couple series and shit like that. I could just do a couple months of it, and if I had to download, but the streaming is not that bad either, and there's no commercials or anything, so it's not actually that bad.
Yeah, no, I didn't mind it. You just have to watch it in two parts.
Yeah,
But it also gives you time. Like, say you have to cut it off at some point in time, at least you can go back to
yeah,
it, and you can just, it's all in like 14-minute increments, so
yeah,
it's not bad at all. I actually didn't mind it. I binge watched it very fast this way.
yeah,
Like, and if I had access to that earlier, I would have been done a lot faster.
yeah. We go to Zords. What do you think of the Zords? And the presentation of the Zords in this one.
Everybody who's listened to this cast knows that I despise the CG. I despise it. It's so dumb. It's so cheesily done. But I understand in the time frame of what we're in, 2006, probably 2005 when they filmed it. Um, it just looks like shit. I don't like it at all. But like when they were the actual Zords, I think the red Zord was probably the best.
Yeah,
Like when it's alone.
yeah.
I've always hated the cockpits of them standing in there and like
I
doing
don't mind
jump
it.
kicks and stuff.
I don't mind it.
It's it's stupid to me.
It reminds
It's
me of the
so
White
dumb
Ranger. It reminds me of the
because
Mighty Morphin White Ranger.
what happens when the Zord gets knocked on its ass? Do they fall all over the place and fall backwards and are leaning back in the back of the head? You know what I mean? Because they're fucking
Probably,
faced up, so they're in the back of the head. You know
probably.
what I mean? Like I want to see that. You want to do that? Let me see that, and I'll be like, okay, that's realistic.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? I don't want them standing up. And then at the end of it, all five of them are all in there fighting at the same time. It's like you guys are gonna bump into each other and accidentally kick each other and punch each other. It's just fucking horrible. I
They
don't
have
like it
space.
at all.
They have space. I don't mind it because I actually liked the visuals of it and how they looked in it. I thought it actually looked kind of cool. Um, I don't take realistic realism into Power Rangers, so
I neither
like
do I.
because
But
you can because
I know
they're in
you
a
can't.
fucking giant Zord.
But I would like it.
There's no realism to that. Yes, well, just
Think
yet
think
anyway.
of think of a like a snow globe, right?
Yeah,
And you're standing up straight. So all the snow is standing up straight, but when you tilt it to the side, all the snow goes to the bottom of it.
yeah,
I want to see them get knocked in their ass and then just like drop to the bottom of the
yeah.
head. Like I want to see that. I want to see them bounce up and down because the Zord was knocked into the air and it crashes down on the ground and it rattles like a fucking
You just want
ball
to see the
inside of a glass thing.
you just want to see the
I want to
chaos
see the
parts.
Yeah, I want to see because I think that would be clever as hell. I would love that.
Yeah. Yeah, I want to just see I bump into each other.
Yeah, it's just like yeah, accidentally kick
Yeah.
the fucking the Red Ranger. Like, oh shit, my bad. I was too close to you when we all simultaneously did a roundhouse kick in the air. You know what I mean? Like,
Then he's like, "You did it on purpose." No, I didn't.
it's like because you
He just
scream too
fights
loud, you
outside
fuck.
and shit.
You
But yeah.
you jungle boy. You know what I
All
mean? Like,
right. So we got a good synopsis of the show. Any highlighted episodes you want to talk about, or any
ah.
highlights?
I mean, I loved when they actually went back in time. I actually
That
thought
was
that was
cool.
really good.
Yeah, yeah,
I thought that was clever. Rio lost his memory, so like he was treated melee different,
yeah,
and like and then the devil dude. I'm just gonna call him the devil dude, but I know his name is long.
yeah,
But like he gave it back, and then like all of a sudden, like that was the first time where they actually had to fight together
yeah,
to get back. But I like that episode. The Christmas episode bothered the shit out of me because I felt bad for this American kid who's just stuck there,
yeah.
being around fucking a language that he has no clue what he's hearing, and actually mentions it like I don't know what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they turn to him like, what did he say? You know what I mean? Like that to me is clever and it's on point. But the problem is with that is that for an American kid, because he was speaking English, he sounds like he's Japanese speaking English.
Probably.
You know what I mean? Like it just
It's
it
probably
bugged
not
the
his
shit
first
out of me.
language. Yeah.
But I don't know that episode just rang with me because he was just a little shit and I wanted to fuck him up. Disrespectful ass, knocking shit
44.
out the tables because he doesn't like Christmas.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Episode 44
Who
was one
doesn't
of my
like Christmas?
favorites. This is when he fought his father. Like I said it a couple times on the cast already. I from 44 all the way to the final episode, I thought that whole section of episodes were very like can't miss. There were a lot of things going on, a lot of actions, a lot of drama. Mealy fading away in the dude's arms and shit like
Oh my
that.
god, yo, when the dragon bit
Yeah,
bit her and you heard the break of her back, my mouth dropped. I was like, holy shit. And then
yeah.
she just dropped to the ground and then she's talking and I'm like, okay, she's gonna be okay. And then she dies. I'm like, yes. I'm like, that's good storytelling. You know what I
But they're
mean? And
like,
then
no, I don't want her
and
to
Rio actually genuinely loved her. You
Yeah,
know what I mean? Like, even when he lost his powers, you know what I mean?
yeah,
When he lost his powers, she still loved him.
yes.
Not like in America, when Daishi lost his powers, she didn't like him.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Like,
She was like,
he was
what was
like,
it, Black
she's
Cat when
like,
she
yeah, but
found
you're
out.
not Daishi. You're not Daishi. You're back to being fucking
It was
Derek
like,
or Darren, whatever the hell his name
it was
was.
like, Black Cat when she found out Spider-Man was Peter Parker. She had no interest in
Like, I
him.
don't like you no more. She wanted to sleep with Spider Man, not Peter Parker.
She's like,
Like, I'm
Parker,
utterly
ooh.
disappointed.
She's like, yuck.
But like
Yeah,
I
I like the
love like
emotions.
the darkness of it, and when Long was like manipulating, like those episodes when he's standing there in the rain
Yeah,
and like he's still whispering in his ear, but like transferring as different people.
Yeah.
Like that was like looking at it in retrospect, it was really genius, and it also
Yeah.
showed Catholicism and Christianity over in Japan, because I'd never seen that in any of the Sentais,
Yeah.
but they praised Jesus Christ through the season.
Yeah. There's
Like
again.
there was this one scene in the church. I was like, holy shit! I was like, I didn't even know they believed in any of that
Hmm.
stuff. You know what I mean?
There's a lot of Christians in Japan.
No, I believe it. I
Yeah.
believe it, but like I'd never seen it before. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
they do a lot of things like that because even anime they have a lot of like Bible stuff into certain things, like it just in general, like just how the story goes, and or they'll use the Star of David and things like that. They have a
Like,
lot of religious shit
do
to
they
it.
believe that Jesus Christ is their Lord and Savior? You
It
know what I mean?
depends.
Like,
No, it depends
it's
because there was a lot of like back in the day when Christians they were in Japan, like not corrupting, but taking followers to
yeah,
it
no,
get corrupting.
following pilgrimage
Corrupting.
and shit like
Yeah,
that. You know
yeah.
what I mean?
So
Like,
yeah, so you have different religions everywhere, and even that is thing. Because I know a couple of Japanese people that are 100% Catholic, so it's like it goes into that. But also they do believe they do have like the bigger the God and is believable and things like that. So yeah, I actually like those episodes a lot. There was a lot of drama when she went down and faded away. I was sad. I was like, damn.
yeah, and like I. I don't know. She,
Who
I
cutting
hate to
onions?
be like a pig, but she earned a little place in my heart. She was a little bad chick. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Plus, she was overly devoted. I'm like, that's a woman right there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, she was good, and then she was good throughout the whole series. And then her fight scenes with Rio's fight scenes were always fucking fun to watch too. I think they her one of the last episodes was her and it was her and the Yellow Ranger and Rio and the Blue Ranger all like fighting and stuff like that. And that was actually really cool fight scenes. This is
Yeah,
one thing I
because
would
they were
give.
testing them.
Yeah,
They're like, all right, listen, if we're gonna earn your respect, we're gonna fight.
one thing I like
And
about
then
this season. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
and then
Finish.
Long came and just like fucking fucked them up before they got to fight. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, I wanted to see a cat fight, and the Blue Ranger and fucking and Rio fucking kicked each other's ass.
I do like the fight scenes in this show. I
The
think
choreography was phenomenal.
one thing I like about it, and again, it kind of went more into Chinese, like again, kind of in the lights of Dire Ranger. It went more into the kung fu style of fighting, and also Tai Chi they added into it as well. As in, it was a different kind of fighting style than always using basic karate in other seasons. This one actually used kung fu, so they fought differently, they moved differently, they blocked differently. The blue purple violet ranger was tai chi, and again RJ was the same thing. The white ranger was karate, and actually did karate stuff with the whole get up and stuff like that. So I really dug that. As a person that likes martial arts and shit like that, I caught that and I dug that.
Yeah, I the last two episodes fighting scenes were amazing. Like the Blue Rangers run up on the wall
Oh, the
and
way they fucking whooped his ass was awesome.
bro, it was really good. I got chills watching it. I was like, holy shit, this is so good. Like,
I really
literally, the
enjoyed that
last
scene.
two
Yeah,
episode fight scenes were probably some of the best that
yeah,
Sentai has done. You
I
know what I mean?
agree.
Like, their formula is just phenomenal. Like I said, I'm not a fan. I get the you need the progression of the story and everything like that. And you need to learn the people. I get that. It's quintessential storytelling.
Yeah,
But once it gets to these later things, there is nothing on this planet that beats fucking Sentai, man.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Like, it's good storytelling. I just wish like America could adopt that level of like cinematography, but I understand that they can't do it because the demographic over here is different.
yeah.
You know what I
But
mean? Like, they're not applying to teenagers like they are in Japan.
but who knows now? After the 30th anniversary, we might get more mature versions of Power Rangers, hopefully, in Netflix.
I would hope so.
Me too.
These kids play fucking cold shit like that. You know what I mean? Like, I think they could watch some people get their asses whipped.
Yeah, we need
I
some
just
action.
don't. I just don't know the attention. action,
Yeah.
better. I don't mind what we have. Like obviously now we can't go back in time, but in the future, let's get a little darker. You know what I mean? Like I didn't watch, Beast Morphers. You know what I mean? I didn't watch that. We will be getting up to it, but we
Yes.
started it before we started the Sentai thing before that was finished. So we
Yes.
kind of been on this.
Yeah, and we
So
didn't go ahead and watch it either. We kind of just like, we'll get there when we get there.
exactly.
Yeah. So,
We have a lot to do. We are nowhere near being done.
yeah.
So
And the last thing I like, and this is something that we've been seeing in the last quite a few Sentais that we watch, is the passing the torch. I love that. I actually love that scene when they pass the
yeah.
torch to the next Red Ranger. I actually love that scene.
Yeah, it shows a crossover. Like you have to go to like the end. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? And watch it. I was gonna turn it off, but I was like, no, it's not done yet.
Yeah.
But what I love though is Rio was like, yeah, Rio sacrificed himself. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Which was dope. And then he's like, he turns to the Red Ranger before that. He's just like, yeah, basically, I'm gonna die, but don't think our fighting is over. I'm gonna come back and kick your ass. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then the last credit
Yeah.
scene was a little kid
That looks like
walking up
yeah.
that looked like him, and then he's basically gonna train him again, like he was reincarnated, but in
Yeah.
a way. But
I thought it was cool.
I thought so too.
So I'll say out of 1 of 5, where you get this season.
See, I was thinking about this, and I'm conflicted because a majority of the show I could have lived without, but obviously the ending is just phenomenal. If you take into account of the suits and the lackluster of Zords for me because of the CG, but the overall story and the characters that I liked, I don't know. I give it. Ah, man, I don't know. I'll give it like a. I want to say 3.9
Okay.
on the cusp of a 4 because I feel like it could have been a 4.
That's a fair score.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I would say a solid 3.9. It's a good series. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But it's not. I liked Jungle Fury's story. Like I don't know. I'm conflicted. It's like it's back
Yeah.
and forth for me.
There's
Like I
things
can't.
in there's things in Jungle Fury that were better than things in this Sentai, and then there was some things in Sentai better than there. Um,
I would say it's a tie between the two.
I'm gonna go Jungle Fury to win.
I see. Like I was thinking that too. But yeah, what would be your rating? I gave my rating. I
So
don't
my
want to. We
rating,
can go into
I'll
that
go
talking
three.
like
I'll
you
go
said.
3.8.
3.8. So we're
Yeah.
basically,
Yeah, we're around
we,
the
we
same.
feel the same way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I feel like the story started getting really good within the 30s, but it took that long to get there. I did like some of the early episodes, but it was just a lot of them were just like waiting to the next thing. I was surprised how long it took for the Purple Ranger to come in.
yeah,
It was like 25 episodes he came in.
yeah.
Oh,
I like so like between the two, you pick Jungle Fury over
so
this.
if you're gonna categorize Rangers, this to start Rangers, I think Jungle Fury
Jungle
had better
Fury's better
Rangers.
with the Rangers. Jungle Fury's better with the Rangers,
With Rio and Melee, I'll say Melee and Rio are better than the Daishi and the Gekiranger.
but not by far. But
It's
yes, a
close.
1,000%,
So right now it's
1,000%.
1-1.
You know what I mean? The thing is, I agree with that 100%. What Sentai didn't have was RJ.
Yeah, and I think that's the big reason why I think Jungle Fury wins because I loved RJ.
I
I
agree.
think he was a great character, and I think he brought comedy and stuff like that. I even liked the pizza store. I liked them that they worked in the pizzeria. I liked the Yellow and Blue Ranger a lot and their little chemistry they had. Now we know the reason why the Blue Ranger was so tall because the Sentai Blue Ranger was a tall kid and the
Oh,
dude
bro,
was
I knew
extremely
that.
short.
I knew that way before
Yeah.
the season even started.
What was it? I think I I will say the edge of the ending goes to Sentai, which is right now is like 3-2. This ending goes to Sentai. I think the villains in Sentai were better, just
I agree.
presentation wise. But I think they all had the same like damage that they cause the teams and stuff like that. Just more mature than the other one.
but also like Long as well. Like
That's what I mean. Because
his
that
whole
Long was a great
presence
character.
in the show was like to me was amazing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That trumps a lot actually to me. You know what I mean? His character. I like Rio and I like Melee, but I really do dig that character because he was legitimately the devil.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it was cool as fuck.
I
But
I'm gonna go, and this is not gonna
I,
be like very. It's gonna be very close. This is like maybe like 5-4, and I'm gonna go with Jungle Fury.
man, I see. I also dig the pizzeria. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think the
I don't
side.
know,
I think
man.
they had good side characters. I think they had good interactions. I did like the legendary Ranger suits. I thought they were pretty badass. I do like
Yeah, no, I
I
agree with
do
that.
like the masters, and I thought they were funny as hell. But after a while, I was like, yeah, I'm tired of seeing the monkey with glasses. But
I I agree. Like I don't get me wrong, they were cool, but they stayed around too long. They outstayed their welcome to me.
and I thought they
Oh
were
fuck, man.
handled better, and since they were more like exclusive because they had to find them and the story with them and shit like that. I thought it was more impactful
I
characters that
agree,
we
but
have.
you're cutting in and out right now.
Oh, okay. It's probably your headphone because I hear everything.
Okay, I'm
You
just
good?
making sure. Like your
Okay.
screen's out. Yeah, yeah, I'm here.
Okay. Um. So I will say, yeah, I'm leaning with Jungle Fury over the Sentai.
I'm gonna put it as a tie.
Okay.
I think it's a fair thing because the Sentai's darkness is just dope. But like the Rangers, which is a very important part,
Yeah.
definitely goes, America.
Yeah. I agree with that.
You know what I mean? Like it does. So like I'll give it a tie, but RJ is the reason why America is somewhat a little bit better.
Yeah. All right.
And that's you know what I mean. So like I don't know what to do with that. I really
this
don't. I'm
the
kind of on
tie
the
is a
fence.
tie. That's fine. I gotta go. I'm gonna go through all the cast again, just like reading our reviews and then kind of writing them down because I don't have them listed. So I'm gonna do that. So basically, we'll have a consensus of where we ranked everything.
Because like I don't think that future apocalyptic thing ain't what Sentai is.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I'm interested too. I'm very interested in see what they do with it. Cause also again I'll say these are probably my least favorite suits.
Dig
Okay.
it.
So RPM is our next one for Power Rangers,
Oh,
and then we're gonna go to Engine Sentai Go Ranger, which would be the Sentai counterpart, the following one. We also got a lot of things to cover within that in between there, so we have some also different morphin casts that will cover other things like the Volume 2 of the Power Rangers Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. We'll probably still continue our
I
mission
want to
to read
dive
the
in
comic books too. So,
that very
yes.
yeah, because we've been kind of idle on the comic book, so
Yes.
I want to
We'll,
get
we'll
that further
catch
going.
up with everything. Little by little, we'll get there. There's a lot of
We
time
have enough stuff to go forever, so
Yes. So we're gonna wrap this up. This is the MorphinCast. Thank you for listening. Again, check out Gekiranger. We actually found a pretty decent site to do it on. I'll give you the name of it. So yeah, could go. Is TOKU dot Twitter, YouTube, SoundCloud, and Twitch. Or Mark the Mic. Follow Red Link on Tumblr, Twitter, YouTube, and WordPress. They are easy to catch. Check out the YouTube channel, the Red Link. Louis Beans has a lot of video game videos of Monster Hunter and Resident Evil 4. So definitely check those videos out. Give them likes and subscribe. Um, and follow Tenacious D.
yeah, you can follow me at the Real Tatsu Gamer Rage Podcast. Uh, what you call it? Not a Trekkie and Shell Shock. Also, the weekly cast of Wrestling Babble, and it gets better, I swear. Always a shout out to Game On, retro video game store based out on Long Island at three separate locations, one in Smithtown, one in Patchogue, one in Miller Place, satisfying all your retro video game needs. Also, check out the Game On Retro Video Game Arcade located in Smith Haven Mall in Lake Grove. Great time. Been there multiple times. Always a shout out to Time Warp and Retro Relics. And
if you're out on the island, go to Fatty McGee's and go get some wings and a Guinness. You know what I mean?
All right. Peace out later.